Amira might have the right message, but she is definitely the wrong messenger. Jackie, what is your problem? And Phillip and Vivian, if y'all don't get y'all behinds back to Bel Air instead of frolicking around with your friends, we gonna have some problems. What's good, y'all? She is Sister Erica Vane coming to you right here on Erica Vane TV with another Bel Air video. And in this one, we are breaking down season 3, episode number 7, titled Black Lotus. I'm thinking it's a call to White Lotus that's showing HBO with all the weird happening at the resort. That tracks. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn your bell notification so you don't miss out on any of my content and conversations as I explore Bel Air each week, episode by episode breakdowns, additional character analyses, as well as subject videos on various storylines. If you're not new, welcome back, boo. You know how we do. And I'm kind of stressed. I'm not even gonna hold you. I'm kind of stressed. The way that Phillip and Vivian had my heart all up in knots, thinking that they were going to go through with this open marriage BS. And then Will was going through it over here at the mansion with Amira applying it's all just too much. Please let me know in the comment section down below, what did you think about this episode? And then don't forget, I will be live tomorrow, which will be Friday if you're watching this on Thursday when I'm actually recording, editing, and uploading this video. I will be live on Friday, August 30th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to discuss Bel Air, and we can sound off and further explore how we're feeling around everything that went down in both episode 7 and episode 8. But y'all, I don't even know where to begin. I kind of think I want to structure this video with exploring the women, specifically going through each of them and then the men that are tied to them and the storylines from there, because honestly this episode felt so chaotic, and not in a terrible way. I do think that it was still a very, very solid episode. It just made my head hurt. So starting off with Jackie, because we're going to go ahead and get Miss Mamas out the way. I make no qualms about the fact I don't like her. I don't understand her. I don't want to understand. Well, actually, I do feel like I understand her. However, she don't seem to understand herself. And you know what? It is what it is. If you want to lean in to your pretty privilege and utilize it as a tool for evil, then by golly, Miss Molly, do your thing. This is America. We get to do whatever the hell we want to do in America, but I don't have to like you doing it. Why is she here? You knew that Zaire was coming to the Banks' house and you accepted this invitation. Why? And I don't want to hear nothing from the little Jackie bros, the little Negroes that's just so obsessed with Jackie because y'all can't seem to understand how y'all are bewildered and or vexed by her pretty privilege and light skin. Her ambiguity and her blackness is what's attracting you because your ass is brainwashed. I said it. Yes, I said it. Anybody that's going 10 toes down for Jackie without holding her accountable for the bullshit she's doing, your ass is brainwashed, and I'm going to call it out every single time. Why is she there? Why would she even accept this invitation? But then y'all want to sit on live with me and tell me that she ain't that bad, or that she don't have evil, malicious intent. What was her intent? To come and kick it with Will and Carlton? Like, even if Zaire said, oh, well, I'm going to go kick it with Will and Carlton. Okay, yeah, I'll come. You talking about you didn't know it was a couples thing, but yet Zaire brought you a girl. So you knew it had to be other girls there. You know that Will and Lisa are doing something, if not already confirmed. They're doing something because you got wind of that back when she called you a bitch. Yeah. And you know that Amira is with Carlton. So like, cut the bullshit about you didn't know that it was going to be a couples thing, because otherwise why would you be there? Lies, fallacies, bullshit. And I see right through it. Jackie is used to people not actually seeing right through the mask that she puts on and the front that she puts up, because all they're paying attention to is her pretty face and her body. But girl, again, I see right through your ass. You're here to start mess. You're here to get as close as you can to Will because you want to be back with him. And nobody is even knocking you for your desires. It's about how she's going about it. Why? If anything, develop a real friendship with him. And I'm not saying wait your turn, but like, actually serve this dude, like serve him in relationship. Figure out what does it look like for y'all to actually have a relationship that's not rooted in sex and sex appeal, and how y'all can show up for one another, not manipulating him based off of his childhood trauma and his proximity to the ghetto, but now living in the lap of luxury. So you like to throw that at him and hold it over his head every single chance that you get to make sure that he don't get too big headed. He stay down for you. But no, you're not capable of that. So you should just keep your distance. You got your little job at the country club. You got your little letter of recommendation for Juilliard. You supposedly doing well in school, because that's what some of the people say on live. I don't pay enough attention to her ass to know. Why can't Jackie cultivate her own life? Even if she has a couple little peaks and a couple little moments in the Bel Air life or the Bel Air bubble, why does she still center her life around Will? Quickly. Y'all let me know in the comment section down below, especially the Jackie lovers. Let me know down in the comment section, because it's nothing but ill intent and it's trifling. You are messy. You're here to cause problems. And I hate the fact that Lisa actually apologized to you. But I love the fact that she admitted to Will that I did that so that you can be the good guy that you always want to be, because that's what black women do. Black women who identify with their blackness and don't just utilize their blackness to weaponize and benefit off of it. Yeah, we compromise, we understand, we can foresee things coming, and we try to keep the peace, and we want our partners, our family, and the people that we care about to be happy. So sometimes we bite the bullet and we go ahead and do what needs to be done. Yeah, Will, but we're going to come back to that. Jackie needs to go. I'm tired of it. Will getting confronted with like never picking a side and straddling the fence. I hope that he also brings this back to Jackie too, and he is forced to pick a side and throw her ass out. Because you can want to connect with every hood person, everybody who have any type of hood linkage and or proximity to the hood, all the hell that you like, but not everybody is for everybody. And it's okay if you don't have a relationship with Jackie. Neither one of y'all going to die. Okay, now that we got that light work out the way, let's talk about little Miss Amira, who's back on the booger sugar. Lying to Lisa, talking about some she ain't take it. Just like she lied to Lisa about today was the day her sister died, the anniversary. But I thought the other day was. Exactly. So for everybody who was just like, Erica, not too much on the mirror, girl, because I called a lie when I saw it, and I told y'all that I felt like Miss Mamas was lying. There you go. There's the proof in the pudding. She pulls this story out every single chance she gets to garner sympathy and to scapegoat her way out of accountability for her poor decisions. I would go as far as to say her sister ain't even dead. I would go as far as to say that, which is even more diabolical work, because before I thought maybe she was responsible for killing her sister, which is how she's able to drum up these tears so quickly, because maybe her sister is dead. It just didn't happen on the day that she said it happened. But now I'm starting to think that the sister's not dead at all. You are actually killing off a sister that you have just so that you can garner sympathy and skate out of anybody holding you accountable for your bullshit. That's wild work. And I wrote this note that I feel like Amira is holding everyone else accountable, air quotes, to keep herself busy from staying on track and holding herself accountable. Sis can call out all the truths. Sis can speak all the honesty about any and everybody else, whether it's their actions, their mindset, their feelings, whatever she clocks, she can call it out. But when it comes to herself, don't talk about that. Don't point at that. Don't shine a light on that. Girl, you have coke in your bag and you're a recovering addict. You are dating another recovering addict who is always on the brink of going back to that life. And you got coke in your bag at his house. Talking about you ain't never used it. Yes, the hell you have. You've been chasing highs since we met you. Claiming that it's keeping you off the drugs. Meanwhile, you have been acting very erratically like a drug addict. And then thinking that you handling business, thinking that you healing people, pushing them to do this little stupid game, which honestly, it was very enlightening. So while the game was annoying and stupid, I'm actually glad that they did it, because we got a bunch of things that came out. Will slept with Jackie. We knew that because he be hoeing. We got confirmation that Carlton and Lisa slept together. So she took his virginity. But most of y'all knew that. I didn't actually have the confirmation, but I also didn't really care. And then we got some things come out for people to actually discuss, and the whole Will be staggering and straddling the fence thing, which is true. He does. But I hate how sometimes he gets put in a position of like, you need to put the hood over everything. And it's like, you could call him out for straddling the fence and not necessarily picking a side, but you can not tell him which side he has to pick. If he gonna be real or if he gonna be hard. Because real is picking whatever feels most true, what he believes in the moment. Not necessarily aligning with the hood. Now, don't get me wrong. In this way, I definitely align with Jazz in the hood. The developers coming in and doing entirely too much, not actually working with the communities. Like, I don't understand for the life of me, when gentrification rolls out, why in the hell aren't these big name developers, especially the black ones, not working and building coalition with the small businesses? So that you can build plans and develop the community, but keep them in mind. So that you're able to keep a certain level of culture and authenticity to the neighborhood, while also growing and expanding the options that are available in said neighborhood. Charlie's doesn't actually have to disappear. What can you build on top of Charlie's? What can you build next to Charlie's? Charlie's is actually an asset. And I just, honestly, for the life of me, for years, I have never understood gentrification in the way of like tear everything down and build completely anew, making everything look like the suburbs, regardless of where it is, uninspiring, unartistic, unarchitectural, just blank and bland and soulless, when you could literally build with businesses that are already there, investing in the communities, cultivating even deeper culture. So yeah, Phillip is wrong. This developer is wrong. And I don't care if you grew up around here, that don't mean that you know what's best. The fact that he has no compromise in him, not enough compromise, while he hollering and screaming about, oh, I try to do it your way. Not enough. Because where's the additional resources? Even if you're trying to buy somebody's property, what is the compensation that you have for them aside from the money? What are you giving them? You're not even giving them a piece of something new where their kids can get a residual revenue off of whatever comes next. Like, y'all not getting creative enough for me as developers, so we can't respect you. And that's why they tearing up your stuff, burning down your trailers, cutting gas lines and brake lines on your tractor trailers and whatnot. Not to say that it was right. Jazz, put your mask back on, because what was you thinking? But that's why they take it that far, because y'all not creative enough, not considerate enough, and it is what it is. Now we're probably about to watch Will jump immediately to the hood side and go at Uncle Phil, and now go at Carlton. And I think that there's something very valid to him saying that he don't know where Carlton stands, but I also don't want him to like turn this into the hood versus y'all uppity Negroes, because it's deeper than that. And I think that Carlton and Will need to get to a place within their relationship where they can openly and honestly communicate with one another and find some kind of common ground in that communication, because they both are still learning life so much. But because they be so bullheaded and they think that the way that they view life is how it's supposed to be, they really have this very contentious conflict all the time. And it's like, y'all could literally be working this stuff out. You can agree to disagree. You can agree to not understand and take time to process. But the fact that y'all can't even get to the place that you can be honest with one another, that shoots you in the foot right before you even get started. Now, we don't get to see Hilary in this episode, but we have plenty with her damn mama running around at the resort. They go with LaMarcus's parents as like a little double date for the weekend. And then they meet up with another couple that they had known who happens to be in an open marriage, and they push Vivian and Phil to like open up. And for me, while watching it just felt like I was watching a freaking car crash happen in real time, and I could not look away, but it was just so uncomfortable and it was so cringy. The only thing that wasn't cringy is I will always watch and adore and root for Black Greek men strolling. Yes, immediately sign me up. I don't give a damn what age you are. Yes, thank you. Cool. But the other stuff, y'all could keep it, because whatever works for y'all's marriage is cool, but that don't have to work for Phil and Vivian. And the way that they kept like getting more comfortable and being more open and like started to like flirt with one another, I was like, this is making me uncomfortable. For me, and on the outside looking in, Vivian and Phil's relationship don't have problems because of the sex. Y'all are not having sex because of all of y'all other problems. The sexual chemistry never came up. Like, that was never a concern. So why do you think that opening up your marriage or exploring with other people is going to fix all the very real problems in your relationship that have nothing to do with sexual desires being met? Like, I get the, I guess, intrigue and the curiosity or whatever, but it felt like a goofy band-aid to put over this blistering ass wound. And it didn't make no sense to me, but they just was sopping it up like it was honey on a biscuit. And I was just like, y'all make Vivian and Uncle Phil some swingers, and I might have to check out, because this is not for me. And I'm sorry to any of my subscribers who are like of the polyamorous life. I don't understand it, babes. I don't understand getting married and like indoctrinating yourself into like heteronormative relationship standards and then saying I'm going to get an open marriage or I'm going to open up my relationship. I don't understand it. I could never imagine doing it. And I hate to say never, but like in this case, I'm going to say never. So like I was never rooting for them to be swingers. I was never rooting for them to be polyamorous. But I'm also not like judging anybody who is. Like, y'all do you. I just don't understand it. And personally, I don't want to make an effort to understand it. So I was rooting against it. it was definitely going to take away some things. So they wound up not actually going through with the full act, but they touch each other and they flirt and they do all this other stuff. And I'm just like, for two very jealous people, this feels like it's playing with fire. And I don't think it's the last of us seeing the little homegirl that wants to push up on Phillip, wants to jump up on Phillip. I feel like Vivian could have opened up a can of worms, even though they didn't go all the way. Now, Miss Lisa, I love that you are able to express honestly how you are struggling with getting your times down so that you can go to nationals. You're having to take care of your little baby brother because your father is doing entirely too much and this is his kid, and you don't feel seen and you feel like you always have to cower to the needs of the people that you love around you. I absolutely adored it, understood it. I was like, yes. And Will, you got to do better with showing up. But I'm gonna need you to start to put your head on the swivel as it pertains to Amira, because wanting to show up for this girl and wanting to be a good friend is one thing, but clocking her for who she is a whole other. Not only did she get so offended when she found out that you and Carlton slept together because y'all had dated before and you was his first, and she resents you for that, whether she is still talking about it later on in the bathroom in the episode or not. She resents you for it. She's definitely going to weaponize that and use it against you later on. But also Miss Mamas is lying to you, and I feel like Lisa can feel it, but she's trying to give this woman the benefit of the doubt. I need Lisa to trust her gut more. Don't apologize to no hoes that don't deserve no apologies, regardless of how it makes Will feel and or look. Will feel. I said Phil thinking it was Phil. Anyway, feel and or look. Require more of Will in y'all's relationship, because it's not just about you serving him and showing up for him and supporting him, but you need support too. And back away from Amira, because this little girl was trouble. Is that it for episode 7? Oh, no, this is not it, because Penelope didn't put that whip appeal on Geoffrey, and he want that old thing back, so much so that he basically convinces her to stay, and they get the whining and wine. Listen, go ahead, Geoffrey, get yours. I ain't even gonna hold you. Go ahead and get yours. I don't trust Penelope. Something about it ain't right, but you, out of everybody, is fully capable of taking care of yourself. So if she's on some wayward stuff, I think you're gonna be able to sniff it out. And if she's not, and she just got a shifty face and a bad wig, then be happy, and I wish you nothing but the best. Where's your little wayward son? Because I'm still got my eye on him. All right, y'all, that's all my thoughts about the episode. I definitely will probably discuss more on the live stream. Be on the lookout for that. And I'm about to watch episode 8 so that I can break that down and get y'all all of these videos. And shout out to you amazing subbies and audience members. If you haven't subscribed already, please feel free to do so right now. I just hit 40,000 subscribers this morning, and I'm just so honored and so grateful and so proud. One, of the hard work that I've done, but two, of the community that we have built and these conversations that we get to have. I am truly honored that this is my job, and I thank you guys for being here so very much. If you feel compelled, share with a friend and bring more people into the community so we can have even bigger conversations. And here's to the road to 50,000 and 100,000. I can't wait. See you in the next one.